Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Andrew G, and welcome to this very special episode of The Public Affair. Before I get started, I definitely want to continue to thank you guys for all your love and support. The community has been so great to me, and I can't express my gratitude enough. So thank you guys again so much. And of course, thank you to Rogue Media Network with my producer, Mike Hamilton, and his team for making sure that every episode of The Public Affair meets quality standards, darling. Before we get started with this really great episode, an exciting episode that I've been ready to do for so long, I definitely want to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to you by Arjon Painting with my boy Juan Arjon. He's a family-owned local paint company that specializes in residential homes, both interior and exterior. He offers the best quality guaranteed. So of course, if you need your home or anything painted, you're gonna call my boy Juan Arjon. Thank you so much for being an avid sponsor of The Public Affair. Of course, to Frank Biza with B&J Refinishing. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. Offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town. And of course, Frank doesn't stop there. As I say in every episode, he's definitely the true definition of a hustler because he also has Co-Town Tint, which is a mobile tint and detailing business that offers the best high quality film and products and will be all competitor prices. There's nothing more I love, and I say in every episode, than going out like a long day at work and I need my car detailed and Frank and his team comes and picks it up like a knight in shining armor and makes it look all cute and snackish for me. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode with Co-Town Tint, Frank Biza. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio with my boy Jeffrey Monreal. He focuses on installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more. He's a jack of all trades. Basically, he's kind of like Frank. If you ask him if he can do it, he can do it. He can absolutely do anything. Jeffrey is the best. He is the GOAT. And I'm so happy that Pollo Box and Audio is finally full-time so he can focus on that. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair, Jeffrey. Of course, the David Santabana is the #1 sales agent in his office at Alinea Real Estate. He'll help you buy a home or sell your home. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. Him and Isidro Rodriguez from Elite Barbershop just put on the 2021 Back to School Bash, and it was a complete success. You guys did such a great job, and I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of that. Thank you for sponsoring this episode, David. I sure do appreciate it. And speaking of Sid, thank you again to Elite Barbershop located on Hewitt Drive. You can download the app or call the number on the screen to book. Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, and Santos Cordova, and D-Rod, aka David Rodriguez, is out there. Those barbers are completely talented. Each one of them, I believe, have got to touch my head once or twice, and I look like a whole snack every time I get out of Elite Barbershop. Sid, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Marcos Cordero at Midway Nutrition. He's located on Hewitt Drive. He sells meal replacement shakes with tons of different flavors. It's, more of a healthier meal replacement. So if you guys are looking for a little bit more of a healthier lifestyle going on with some delicious protein shakes, make sure you hit up Midway Nutrition on Hewitt Drive. They also have Waco Nutrition and Energy located on Spate if you're in the Waco area. Of course, the Four Brothers Constructions with my boy Joel Olvera. He provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, renovations, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. And he's built a whole entire team of snacks to go ahead and give you those services. Thank you so much to Four Brothers Construction with my boy Joel Olvera for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Free Fit Athletics with Trevor Owen, and I'm wearing my Free Fit Athletic shirts today. It finally came in and it's so comfy and I love it, and I feel like a snack and I feel like somebody wants to hug me and they're gonna get turned on. They're an apparel business with the best workout, exercise, and athletic clothing and gear with the best quality and comfort guaranteed, and he is absolutely right. I feel like I'm not wearing anything at all, and this shirt is gorgeous. I love it. Check out freefitathletics.com or call the number on the screen for more information. And they're super affordable too, by the way. I definitely got what I paid for with this shirt. Thank you so much. And of course, to Kaylin Flores, with Elevate, the Waco's newest premier shop selling nothing but the best. New location is going to be announced soon, so make sure you're following them on Instagram and Facebook at Elevate Waco. Elevate is proud to bring you all of one-of-a-kind attire and the most exotic merchandise on the market. They guarantee all gas and no breaks. Kaylin, I can't wait to see the new location. Make sure, again, you guys are following them on Facebook and Instagram at Elevate Waco to find out where the new location is coming soon. Kaylin, congratulations to you, and I can't wait to see it. More to come later. All right, guys, so like I said, I've been really excited about this next guest. We've been kind of like back and forth with the scheduling, I'd agree, because we're both, busy and have girlfriends and I don't. And so I finally was able to snag this guy. I've been a huge fan of this person's restaurant since it opened. They just opened a Hewitt location, and he bought me this really cute light bulb from J-Petal and Poke. If I said it wrong, he's going to correct me in a minute. I want to welcome J.R. Fuentes to the Public Affair. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here. I really was trying to get the whole family, but I don't think that it's possible to get you guys all together at one place right now.
Not at this point in time.
No, okay.
Everybody
everybody got to work different schedules,
busy
right?
Demands of running a J-Petal.
Right, I got you. Well, I'm so happy that you're here. I wanted one of you guys to come, and you and I had talked about it a lot. I talked to your brother. Shout out to your brother. We talked about it too. I guess he wasn't able to make it today, and then your mom. They're running the business. Everybody's running the business. Okay, so everybody's busy. Right. So I haven't had an episode. Like, I have all these business owners and stuff, but I haven't had like a restaurant owner. You know what I mean? Well, yes, I had Cesar Leal from Leal's Mexican Restaurant, but that's it. And so it's been a while. So I was like, I want to talk about food. I have so many questions for you, and I'm really excited that you're here. And I bought some red wine, but JR did not want any because he was scared that I was going to do things. So,
my girlfriend will. That's
what I'm saying. I don't want the girlfriend in my DMs. Okay, I had enough people in my DMs today. Please, I don't need to get beat up. Well, thank you for coming. For anybody who doesn't know you, JR, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and all that.
My name's J.R. Fuentes. I'm actually a local guy. I have a huge family.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we're actually all partnered into the business in separate ways.
Okay.
I started my career in the hotel industry.
Oh, really?
At the age of 18. So customer service was huge there.
Yeah.
I slowly started to meet people and network in college. I met a guy in college. We took a business venture there.
Yeah.
With a company that was called Total Nutrition at the time.
Oh, okay.
So we just basically kind of built that store from the ground up.
Right.
Got some opportunity out of state and use a lot of the same applications that I use in the restaurant industry.
Right.
In that previous, endeavor.
Yeah. Do you think it works now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I didn't think it worked for me. Sorry, I'm just
customer service is that's my big thing.
You know what? And it is for me too, JR. But I kind of hate sometimes that I'm a people person. Isn't it annoying, right? Because then they depend on you to handle shit, and it's like, okay, give me a break. You know what I mean? Right, like I'm good, but I'm not like a wall either. Like,
as long as you don't take advantage of it.
Well, exactly, but they do, JR. They do 100%. Because they everybody's not like us. Okay.
Customers always.
Damn it. No, they're not. You guys aren't. I'm sorry, they're not. Okay. Stay out of my DMs. Anyway, go ahead.
No, but in 2018 of October, we opened up J-Petal. It had kind of emerged earlier than that, in a series of steps. I wasn't fully invested at the time.
Yeah.
Kudos to my mom. Like she put all her passion and desire into this, and literally, put all her eggs in this basket.
Yeah.
And my brother, followed suit right after that. So I started to see kind of the seriousness behind that, and
because you don't want to invest your time in anything that nobody's going to take serious, right? Yeah, for sure.
We're all making great money at that time,
right?
And, it was kind of more of a corporate lifestyle.
Okay.
It was a huge step.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't sold on it just yet until my stepdad, my mom, my brother, they got back into Waco.
Right.
So this idea started in Virginia.
Okay.
A family had already opened up one there.
Okay.
So,
a J-Petal.
Yeah, J-Petal. Okay. So I was coming into J-Petal.
Okay.
Just in Virginia.
Just for shits and giggles. Okay.
Yeah, it's a small franchise. It's not huge. It's off the East Coast. But the food was so good. It was different.
Yeah.
It stood out. And we knew Waco was kind of a rising market.
Yeah.
So my stepdad, knows a lot of brokers. He's in the construction industry.
Right.
So he gets back and they're looking at locations and, we're like, let's just go next to Chip and Joanne,
right,
whatever we
downtown,
do.
right?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's where you guys started.
So just the economy here evolving and whatnot, like we knew we had to get in early. We had to plant the seed,
right,
and continue, start the nourishment process.
Okay.
So
that's what's up. And you guys made such a great decision in doing that, because I remember being introduced to J-Petal, and it was like one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it came at a time where I was starting my fitness journey. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel guilty about eating it, because you can just get a bunch of proteins, and that's what my trainers want me to do, because they want me to look like you. And so, I kind of want to look like you. Like I have smaller titties now. I used to have bigger titties, but before I got here, I had the under boobs. So I was like, shit. You know what I mean? And then he's early. I was like, God damn it. And so, that's what they want me to do. So I'm really happy about that. Before we, first of all, I said the name right, J-Petal and Poke. Is that how you pronounce it?
That is, yeah.
Okay. And tell the listeners.
Huge debate.
Yeah. So what do they say? Pokey?
In Texas, people call it pokey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's poke. See,
poke.
they don't see the accent of Watts over here on top of the E. Okay, so we're Latin. What are you? What are you?
I'm half Hispanic,
Okay.
half white.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I know that born. Yeah,
No. I could see the Spanish in you, because. And so explain to the listeners what this is, because this is really cute. I like the light fixture going on in here. Between this and my wine, I should have threw a shot of something in here. So
I should have saved you a little room there, but it's not too late.
No, you're good.
So yeah, I mean, this is like our fun side. So our expression with J-Petal is fresh, healthy, fun. And that's the fun side. So these are light bulbs. They come with a lot of different flavors.
Okay.
A lot of them more on the refreshing side, some on the sweeter side.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is very crisp. Like I'm getting very like beach vibes from this, and I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and who's carrying around a light bulb that lights up?
And I can recycle this. It's cute. You know what I mean? Like I can drink this at my house. But I don't drink a lot anymore. I really wanted some wine today. I was craving wine, and you were coming, so I was like, yeah.
And marketing wise, I mean, it markets itself.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people use the Snapchats, the Instagrams, they throw them on their stories. So it just circulates around town. We don't even know it.
So was this not going on in Virginia? Did you guys make this up, or?
No, that was going on in Virginia.
Okay.
Our big thing is we merged the poke, a trendy, food and cuisine that, is really popular on the coast.
Right.
And hadn't really, in my opinion, made its way to the the South region.
Everybody's used to barbecue and stuff here.
Right. Barbecue, tacos.
I can't stand fucking barbecue. I'm sorry.
I mean, I love all this.
No, I love like turkey from barbecue, but I cannot stand some sliced brisket, like with the fat at the end. You know what I mean?
You're missing out.
Well, I'm from New York. We don't eat that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like my grilled chicken. You know what I mean? I'm talking about. And
I got you.
Hot dogs and hamburgers. I'm simple.
Hey, simple's good.
Yeah, for sure. Before I definitely want to get into J-Petal, because I'm in love with J-Petal right now. It's like my vice. And so I want to talk to you a little bit more about yourself, like life growing up. What was that like? I mean, you have a brother, right? Shout out to your brother. And do you have another sibling, or what was that like, the family dynamic?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's 5 brothers,
Oh, sure.
and we all kind of have, our different paths.
Yeah.
Kind of taken and whatnot. Like, not all the families in the business, there's still some others that are doing their
I
own
hear you
thing.
there. I have one twin brother, and I don't know where he's at. So.
No, life growing up, it's a lot different than today.
Okay.
We didn't have all the tools and the technology.
For sure.
So I used outside. It was my recreational place. Like, a lot of playgrounds. A lot of, jumping on cars.
How old are you again?
I'm about to be 28.
Oh, okay. I'm a little older than you. All right. So we grew up together.
Yeah, you're a lot older than me.
Excuse me, I am 30. I am not a lot older than you. Okay. But I stopped counting after 21, JR, because I'm going to live forever. And then I have secrets to why, I don't have any wrinkles.
That's why I came on the podcast, because I knew you
don't want to use my secrets. And I know this. I have different types of secrets that I use to keep myself look very young. But none of the guys want to know. I tried to tell them, but they think it's disgusting. And I don't. It's actually nutritious. But anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it basically a single mom.
I love her. I love your mom. Oh,
if y'all know my mom, everybody loves her.
She's so great.
She's the caretaker of the family.
Right.
She's the heart and soul. Like, shout out to her.
Right.
Mama, we made it.
Yes.
It's funny.
Do you think she struggled a lot so it's just 5 sons. Did you guys have any sisters or anything?
No sisters.
Okay, so it's 5 sons. Do you think she struggled a lot raising 5 boys?
For sure. It was a blended family.
Okay.
My stepdad, like, I was very hesitant with, having a new dad come into the play.
Okay.
With my mom being both roles. So,
yeah, for sure.
That was a huge challenge at that time, but we made ends meet. I love that guy. Like he's, you know,
okay.
blood doesn't even matter now.
No,
like,
yeah, for
he'll
sure.
do anything for me. I'll do anything for him.
So they've been together a long time.
Right.
Okay, got you. Is he part of the business? Well, yes, because you said that he invested.
He does. Yeah, he does a lot of the build out.
Okay, he does the payroll, right?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say you got the out of the hard part.
For sure.
Just clock in, you be all right.
Right.
Yeah. No, I feel okay. So that sounds really great, and you know, I think it's important to notate that because I think a lot of people, no matter what type of environment that you grow up in, everybody makes their own decisions, and it seems like you and your brother are doing really well, and your brother always looks like he's in high spirits as well when I see him, and yeah, I really don't care what goes on outside of that. I just, you know, you guys are just really great, so I'm really happy for you in this successful endeavor. Yeah. Why'd your eyes get so big like that? What's on? What are you hiding?
Oh, yeah, it's like he's like me, my brother. Yeah, no, we've had some challenges growing up. You know, like it hasn't been a smooth road.
Of course not.
By any means. Like, you know, I've battled identity crisis. You know, I've battled, you know, just trying to fit in.
Okay,
you know, certain crowds and whatnot growing up.
You mentioned identity crisis. Can you elaborate on that?
Just more so like in and out with God and not like, you know, 100% in.
Okay.
You know, it's just in and out. You know,
right.
battling that. So.
Okay. So when you say that you were in and out with, like, I guess God, were you like making some poor choices growing up, like getting into lots of trouble and sleeping with 20 women a day and STDs, or like, or are we talking about there's babies we don't know about, or what's going on here? You know what I mean?
More so, just
he's like, I hope not.
Just, you know, going out on the weekends, like all the time. You know, not really focused, not really driven. You know, and finding my purpose in life.
Okay, it was just like getting high and drunk and. I mean, you know, we don't have to.
Mom.
Well, excuse me. Our parents can't be that naive, okay? Like, I know what my parents, I'm sure, were way worse than me because I was a godly child until I was about 21. Then I became a slut for a few years, and now look at me, I'm Andrew G with the Power 1-8 and, you know, the public affair. So, you know, I think everything is situational and everybody goes through those things on purpose. Does that make sense? Because that molds us to who we are now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you have to be official with yourself, JR. Like, you have to be true to yourself and your past. Otherwise, you can't move forward with the person that you want to be. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, but when you were saying identity issues, I was hoping that he was like, you know, gay. Because some people are like that, you know, and I just, you know, it's like, that's not an identity issue, that's you. So, no. Well, I'm glad to see, I definitely want to jump right into J-Petal now. So you said that you guys started J-Petal and the inspiration was, you know, from Virginia, okay? So who was the initial person that was like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and how long did it take for you to get involved? Because I know you said that you were hesitant at first.
So my family came and visited on vacation, and during that time, I went and worked out with my brother. He was like, "Hey, like, what are some cool places that we could eat at?"
Right.
You know, so.
You were living in Virginia.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I lived there for about 3 years. I was a regional manager over a few different stores, so I was overseeing them, training the staff, and
this was at Total Nutrition.
Yeah, and at the time it was Total Nutrition, and then it emerged into five star.
Okay, got you. Shout out to JR. Did he work there, JR Galvin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. You know, he was on the show.
Right.
Yeah, we've been colleagues for years. I love that guy.
Man, I'm sorry.
He is, and he's a snack too. Like,
I love JR.
He's so great. I know he moved away and did his thing with that, and I don't know if it worked out or not. But he was on the show. Did you see him on this episode?
I did.
You did, right?
I did.
Yeah, he was right out of Dallas.
My inspiration.
Oh my God, no! I try to get him to grow. Poor guy, I love him, but he came straight from Dallas, eyes bloodshot red, and I was like, "Get your shit together, because we're recording." Okay, I can't believe you. But yeah, no, go ahead, as you were saying.
So yeah, I took my brother to J-Petal, and he was like, "Wow, I've never had anything like this." You know, I'm over a year and a half into eating this stuff, so you know, it was like my own little secret place, you know, in town, and you know, I was grateful to be able to bring him there, and you know, he was so excited. He was like, "Mom, now y'all need to come try." So we ate there like 3 times that day.
Oh, really?
Great, yeah.
Were you going there regularly when you were living in Virginia? Because surely you're not thinking, "Ooh, one day I'm going to own a J-Petal." You know what I mean?
Never would have thought that. You know, looking back now, I mean, if you would have asked me this 5, 6, 7, you know, a lifetime ago, I would have never thought I'd be in the food industry.
Right. What do you think about being in the food industry? Because I know that it differs a lot from different types of industries. I feel like you guys got the shit under the stick in the food industry. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, you don't predict like a pandemic to happen
during
the, you know, the time being, but you grow a lot of appreciation. For sure. I mean, there's a lot of challenges and struggles, you know, behind the scenes and whatnot, but you really start to appreciate the relationships, and just the little details in the business.
Okay. And so for everybody who's watching is like, what the hell is J-Petal? Because we haven't said it before. What is J-Petal? Because I love J-Petal. And so I want you to explain to everybody what it is, J-Petal and poke.
In a short clip note, J-Petal is, it's a fusion of Asian dishes. There's a poke side. Yeah. Which is like Hawaiian chopped fish.
Oh, okay.
You can cook it or you can serve it raw. It's kind of like sushi in a bowl.
Ooh, that spicy crab and salmon just gives me life.
All right.
Do you graze it sometimes?
I do.
You do, right? Yeah. And then I bet you'll be getting on to your employees too when they do it, but you bet you're the main one. Okay.
Right. Well, the cool thing is, we give our employees a free meal. So, that's like an incentive to come to work.
Oh, okay.
Because, a lot of people don't like to work these days.
Right. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that later. Yeah, because I saw what you did, but go ahead. I look at everything when I invite my guests on the show. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, we also have sweet and savory crepes. That's kind of like the unique side of our
Those
food.
are the desserts.
Not necessarily. It's kind of like it's a wrap.
Right. It's like a pancake wrap, isn't it?
It's Japanese rolled crepes. So
okay.
We fill it with, fresh vegetables, homemade sauces, whatever protein you want. There's like 8 or 9 different proteins.
So do people put proteins in those? Yeah. I always viewed it as like a fruity dessert.
Like chicken, steak,
really?
shrimp.
Why am I not trying that yet?
You got to try it.
Yeah, now what really just like does me good is the pokerito. We were talking about that before we started. So it's like a sushi burrito, right? So did you guys come up with that as well? Or everything is just originated from the original J-Petal?
Well, it's just kind of iconic, in a lot of different markets. So it's just, we learn as we go. Right. And, I'm always observing other places and different cities or different states, and kind of putting our own little twist on things. So yeah, the pokeritos, they are becoming a huge hit.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? I have to say, because what I like about J-Petal is that it seems like you can have it your way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I never pick the options that you guys have on like the menu. I always pick, I always build my own shit because sometimes I put 5 proteins. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And I'm really sick of the people at your store telling me you're the guy that picks 5 proteins. Like I'm a fat ass. Okay. So stop it because you're supposed to have lots of protein in your diet.
Muscle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now I'm getting there. I'm just, I'm sweating because of the wine. But I don't want my stains to show. But no, anyway, my favorite go-to is to build my own poke, and I'm gonna make my listeners hungry here, and I get spicy crab, chicken, and steak. Sometimes if I'm feeling frisky, I get cooked spicy salmon as well. And double chicken. Wow. That makes 5. Yeah, shut up. And so then, of course, you get your base, which is the brown rice. Or some people who are like vegetarians can pick the lettuce, right?
Correct.
Yeah, or the romaine or whatever the
totally personalized.
Yeah,
totally
everything. You got, and they have, taste buds. We really can't sit here and name the amount of toppings that you guys have because there are so many. Like you guys even do like crushed Cheetos, like hot Cheetos. Yeah. I've not tried that. What do you think about something like that? Because that doesn't really seems like it fits with me.
It gives it just enough heat, and it sounds silly. Everybody that walks by, they're like kind of giggle.
Like crushed Cheetos. How do you even crush the Cheetos? Like,
oh, you ever heard of Bed Bath & Beyond? They have some really cool gadgets. That I never.
Have I ever heard of Bed Bath & Beyond?
Right. Shout out to Bed
JR.
Bath.
Okay, I'm so much older than you, but I've never heard of it. Yeah, go ahead.
It's honestly where my mom used to work.
Oh, really? Okay.
She was the operational manager.
Oh, okay, got you.
13 years.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. No, they're high. Anyway. That's beyond the point. Okay. Okay. So you guys use a tool to crush the Cheetos, not your fingers.
Correct.
Okay, because I could just imagine you guys like.
Yeah, it is all a learning process.
I got you.
Like, we learned all of this stuff as we went, trial and error.
Yeah.
Walking through the fires.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, I want to talk about some of the trials of being a restaurant owner. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of the things you might have been through so far as a restaurant manager or owner, especially in regards to keeping up with like food regulations and stuff like that?
Well, food regulations, I feel like, our team in the front of the house, the back of the house, they set we set a certain standard,
right?
And everybody, especially my mom, like I give her a lot of props, just instilling that,
right,
into our team, and cleanliness and customer service and professionalism, all these different things, that keep us at the top of the list.
Yeah, for sure.
You got a report card that goes onto the news.
That's what I wanted to. Don't you? I hate that shit. I'm sorry. Whoever does the report card, I can't stand. I really can't. I'm sorry, because I don't care what nobody says. There's bound to be one roach. You know what I mean? There's bound to be one mouse. You'll have roaches all over your house and we'll still eat there. But the minute J-Petal, just using you as a hypothetical, has 1 or 2 roaches, oh my God, they're infested with roaches. We can't eat there. I can't stand the report card. What do you think about it?
I think it holds, some accountability, with your restaurant. Maybe more so psychologically, if anything. You got to have some sort of accountability.
I mean, there's some restaurants that can really get away with it because of like Happy Walk gets an F on their report card. I'm stuffing to eat there. Like, that was the best roaches I ever had. And same thing with J-Petal. J-Petal, if y'all get an F on your report card, I do not care. Like, there was a mouse in my food, but that shit was so good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it gives us, a feel good.
Okay.
It feels good.
Do you think do you think that there's a stress that comes with it? Because now, like, if you get a really good rating, or if you get a bad rating, like the media, especially those news media outlets, are really good at influencing people. So if you do get a bad rating, I mean, have you already or
no? We get A's, A+.
Kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to brag. I mean, it's just, like we just take pride in, a clean environment.
No, for sure. Which is really great, by the way.
Especially
I'm really
dealing with fish,
fish. No, I don't want salmonella. Is this salmonella? What's the, I don't want salmonella. Right. Or what's the ones that chickens get? What's that disease? It's not Lyme disease. That's ticks.
I think you're.
Is it salmonella?
It should be salmonella.
Does everybody have salmonella?
No.
We already got to worry about Delta and COVID. Like, I just, I don't want salmonella. You know what? Okay, so that's really good. That is there any other trials or tribulations? That was the wine.
Getting into the food industry, I obviously the spotlight's on you with food. Like, it's. You're being critiqued all day, every day.
Right. By customers? Or?
Yeah, by customers, How
do you handle that?
Keyboard warriors behind the scenes.
Oh, God. The reviews.
The reviews.
Do you go back and read your reviews?
Unfortunately, I do.
Why? How do you feel? Do you get bad reviews sometimes?
I mean, everyone does, I believe. But
how did you handle your first bad?
There's a lot more good than bad.
Well, how did you handle your first bad review?
It got under my skin a little bit. It's like the food was awesome, but... I don't think the concept made sense. 3 stars. And I'm like...
3 stars?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I was just talking to my producer right before you got in here, and I have an episode out right now that just released today, and somebody put I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to get jumped, but somebody put a really hateful comment on the comment section, and I'm like, why did you even... Like, if I don't like something or somebody, I'm not even going to give it the time of day.
Right.
Like, why even waste the time? So same thing with a restaurant. Like, if I don't like a restaurant, I'm just not going to waste time posting a review about it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what's the worst review you ever had on Google? Or Yelp or whatever?
There was a Karen in Hewitt. I hate to say, I think that the development over there. Like, we just added another store. Praise God.
In Hewitt, yes, because it's right by the house, and I love it. Yeah.
And we're right behind. We're the backyard to a lot of houses.
Yeah, you are.
So before we even open, like, this lady's already given us like a 1-star review, and like.
What did she say? You had nothing to judge it on. You haven't even opened.
Like, I don't think y'all really should have put this here. Like, and I'm like, sorry, sweetheart. But there's gonna be a lot of businesses open.
Did you say sweetheart or bitch?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I forgot he's a God.
I took it with a grain of salt. We always kindly reply back and like.
Oh, do you reply back?
Feedback. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even reply. I'm like, you. Yeah,
well, I know they're not gonna reply back. So like, I got the last word. That's probably my downfall.
I personally don't like to feed into it. I don't have the time. I'm trying to get laid, and you are over here giving me like negative reviews. You know what I mean? I can't handle it. I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I'm replying to side piece.
Seriously.
Okay. Anyway.
I mean, obviously,
we got off topic there.
COVID was, a huge curveball for a lot of us businesses here locally.
For sure.
It really gave us a fire on the back.
I was gonna say, how did you guys survive that? Because you guys did open in the middle of the pandemic, right?
It did,
or close to when it started, or it was. Was it right by each other?
2018.
Oh, it's 2018.
So yeah.
Sorry.
We opened in 2018.
Okay.
But whenever that came around, it was just like everything. There was so much uncertainty.
Right.
When you didn't know what to expect.
Did you guys take a hit, like in the business?
We took a hit for maybe a month.
Okay.
But we started to adapt to all the changes. We started at online ordering.
Right. Carry out outside, like a lot of people
carry out. Okay. Just like really upping our game,
right?
And with the technology behind the scenes and our website development and all that, so we really started to like rely on that.
Right, for sure.
I mean, we were watching Netflix inside our restaurant for like a whole month, and it was kind of scary. We were like,
"There's nothing going on here."
Yeah,
but you had food for days, so you could eat.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but we didn't want to eat through all our profits.
I got you.
There's a lot of lot of different things.
Right. I want to talk to you because, we mentioned earlier, I look at everybody's social media before they come in, and I noticed that you did lash out a little bit. It looks like it got to you. I want to talk about the difference between managing kids and adults. It seems as though you guys hire at what, 16?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, you guys hire at 16. So I've been seeing a lot on social media these days that a lot of people are not wanting to work anymore. And I don't know if it's a generational thing or what, but it seems as though it comes from a younger generation of people. Like, I would consider you and I the same generation because you're only 2 years younger than me. Okay, shut up. And so do you think that there is, like, it's easier to manage somebody like my age versus a child or a teenager for that matter?
It really, I mean, it's all depending upon that person. Like, honestly, like, we go through great interview processes and it sounds great.
Right.
It really does. Like, they check all the boxes. Like, you're hired. Like, I want you on this team. And then that person starts and it's like,
where are you?
So just maybe a lack of motivation, lack of urgency. Like, those are some things, that we see. But, our leadership, I feel like is pretty strong. Like, we're I'd say we're laid back enough, but we're also like, we turn that switch on whenever it's time to work.
Yeah. Well, do you find it hard managing a team and like trying to, like, I mean, obviously you want to be the nice guy, right? Do you find any pressure in being stern or like, you know what I mean? Like, is it hard for you to do that? I
think we're all assertive enough to where they respect us.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of times we hire a lot of students. So, they got a lot of obligations outside of work, school, like hanging out with friends, like
sports and stuff.
Yeah, sports, so they're juggling all these things. And
so you guys try to take that into consideration.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, most definitely.
I got you. And so, you posted on social media the other day that somebody, I guess, just quit. You know what I mean? And it just, I wanted to bring it up because as I mentioned on my last episode, I'm starting Power 108 full time on the 30th.
Right.
So I put my 2 weeks in at my current employer. And when I put my 2 weeks notice in, they acted so shocked that like I put in a 2 weeks notice. Like, we just really want to thank you for giving us some notice. I was like, isn't that what you do? And it seems in your situation that the person did not do that. So what do you think is going on there? Like, why? Did you make them mad or?
No. I mean, our only requirement is that you work.
Right. So when somebody like that goes, are you happy?
I am.
Okay.
Maybe not in the moment, but in the long game, it's definitely more beneficial to us. Because our resources and our time and all the effort that we're putting into that individual. It means a lot to us, so if they're not taking that serious, like, it's kind of like a slap in the face.
I got you. Do you think that when you do post things like that, do you think that it takes a hit personally, like for you as a manager? Because I mean, we live in a social media world where especially the kids might see it and think different of you. How do you handle something like that?
Well,
because I understand your frustration.
Somebody tells me that whoever controls the memes controls the universe. So, I thought I'd give it a shot and just create my own little post.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just more so like out of curiosity, like, hey, is everybody else going through this? Or this is just us?
No, and you got a lot of response that said a lot of people were going to, or that they just don't want to work.
Comfort. That gave me a little bit of comfort. I was like, all right, we're not the only ones.
So you did it more for means of like, I need to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Because I'm the same way, JR. Like, I'm the same, like, I have to make sure I didn't, like, if somebody's not like somebody today told me that they were mad at me, but they didn't tell me why they were mad at me. And I'm just like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I need to know why you're upset with me, because I'm just that person that needs to try and find solace and needs to try and find like a way to fix it. You know what I mean? 100%. And I've been in a managerial standpoint for a long time as well. And so when something like that does go wrong, I need to make sure that I wasn't at fault, because I take things personal as well. So I guess in that particular instance, you were pretty much certified that you didn't do anything wrong.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, we know how to weather through the storm. Maybe I reacted a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't call out the name.
No, you didn't. I have to say you kept it very classy. I will say that. I'm not trying to trash you on the show. I don't want no negative feedback over here, okay? I would not do that. I want my J-Petal, okay?
I mean, maybe it's an awakening for some people, though. Like, man, like, maybe my work ethic isn't so great.
Why does nobody want to work?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean,
it seems like a lot of small businesses are going through that. Not even just regular businesses are going through that right now, where they can't keep employees. Like I've seen restaurants say that they have to shut down for the whole day because they don't have anybody coming into work.
Not us.
Like what's going on?
I will one man it.
Oh, really? Have you had to do that before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, we are grateful for our staff that we do have and everybody that's stick with us throughout this whole process.
You know what? With the family being so involved and there being so many of you, do you guys find any like trials or what's the word I'm looking for? Like any conflicts or anything like that when you guys are managing together?
Well, I mean, everybody has a different personality, and with family, you can attack that personality sometimes. So yeah, things can get a little heated, but at the end of the day, my family, like we're strong. We always know how to bounce back. Right. You know, if adversity arises and whatnot. So. Like we always, we'll go sleep on it, and then the next day, like we're hugging. Like
So, but have you ever caught yourself in a situation where maybe you and another manager or a family member got into it in front of your staff?
Yes.
Okay. How do you handle something like that?
Honestly, it's just I don't even know how to put it. I mean, it like they know us well enough to where they're like, all right, they'll hash it out. But behind the scenes, like. We'll have our own personal talks.
Right.
And whatnot.
Yeah. You know what? Because at my employer, my previous employer, me and my friend Mauro, we managed a team together, and he was actually on the show. Okay, episode 49. Right. And so him and I managed a team together, but we always had disagreements on things. And there was like 2 times where we clashed of the titans each other. You know what I mean? In front of the staff. And I would just tell him it's so not appropriate that we're doing that. You know what I mean? But he's got a short fuse, and then I have a longer fuse than Mauro. And so, but we would get into it so bad. And I'm just like, maybe we shouldn't do that in front of the team, because the team looks at us as managers and they're like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Well, I've grown like a lot through humility with this business. Okay. I've matured in ways that I thought I never could.
Oh, wow.
In short periods of time too. Like it's just it's a learning tool.
Right.
Obviously like our staff is, I feel like for the most part, very professional.
Oh, good.
Like,
yeah.
We really hold ourselves to a high standard.
Yeah.
We want to be a really good presentation to our customers
for
that are
sure
walking through the door.
I think you guys do a really good job at doing that. But I've seen you in the past, in the very beginning, wear your feelings on your shoulders, and I could tell you get very annoyed, like when some things are not going properly. You know what I mean?
But I have to show.
Well, it's shown with me too. That's what I'm saying. Like you and I'm the same way too, because I try not to let it get to me. And then my friend told me the other day, you're a very transparent person. Like we could tell when something's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Shout out my boy Jay, who loves the Pokeritos, by the way. And so he did tell me that, and I was like, I try not to be, you know what I mean, especially in a work environment, but I'm not stupid. I don't put up with shit for nobody, you know what I mean? Fuck out of here. Anyway. Okay, so you know what, I'm really happy to see that J-Petal is doing its thing. You know what, I want to talk a little bit more about the foods that you guys offer, because we did talk about the crepes and stuff like that. Is there anything that you guys want to like maybe incorporate like individually to make this J-Petal stand out from something else? Or from a different J-Petal?
I didn't mention, but we also have Thai rolled ice cream.
Oh, what is that?
It is, it's a bowl of heaven. It literally, it starts off as a liquid. You can put like certain ingredients in it, like Oreo or strawberry Oreo, Nutella, banana. You can chop it into the liquid, and then we lay it out on a refrigeration surface. Okay. You've probably saw it in a Facebook video once or twice.
I might have seen it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now. I might have an idea what you're talking about. Is it like different little sticks or whatever? Excuse me. Wine.
Yeah. Well, all right, pass the bottle.
It's the blood of Jesus. Okay.
But no, we roll it out, and then it's flattened, and then we use this little like. I don't even know how to. It's a tool, and it chops it up, and then you roll it into spirals, and it looks pretty in a cup.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I have seen. We had something like that here before, right? I don't think it's there anymore. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want them to sue me. But
I think it was 360, but
I don't know. It wasn't that. It was something else. But it was and later. How do you handle? I guess like difficult customers. You know what I mean? Have you ever had somebody come in and be like super duper like, hey, what the hell? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, look, you really just gotta kind of, put your happy face on in some instances.
What's the weirdest order you've ever gotten?
Weirdest order,
or like most like complicated? Like okay.
Oh man, we've had orders with like 30 ingredients on.
Really?
Yeah, they can get up there.
Wow. Okay.
Like 30. Like I don't even know how they're.
Listen, they make fun of me for having five proteins. I don't have 30 ingredients in there. Okay. I'm really excited. Where can we find J-Petal? Because you have 2 locations.
We are downtown on University Parks.
Okay.
Right next to Bicycle World. We kind of look. This was our first store, so when we bought our signage, it just says J-Petal, so it kind of looks like a flower shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But there's a lot more to offer in the inside. So,
okay.
And then we also have a location over there in Hewitt, right next to the post office.
Yeah,
it's
delicious.
South Hewitt, so closer to the highway where they're developing a lot on that side of the town, so we're really grateful to be over there early.
Which is your favorite location to work at?
Man, the downtown store just has that nostalgic feel now.
Really? Okay.
Like I'm just so comfortable there. Okay. But there's a lot of perks working at the Hewitt store. There's a lot more advancement with just room and space and whatnot. So
and I really like the environment of both stores because it's not like too crazy, but it's not too calm. I feel like it's just right. You know what I mean?
It's a little more aesthetic.
It is. Yeah. I really enjoy it a lot. So for anybody who has not been to J-Petal, make sure you check them out in downtown off of University Parks. And then we also have a Hewitt location, which is my personal favorite. Can we talk a little bit about your personal life or what you do outside when you're not? Because it seems like you work a lot. Scheduling you to come on the public affair was a chore. Right. So do you have time for yourself these days? Or what do you do when you're not working?
I'm getting better with time management. On the side, I'll I'm always either with my girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend. Shout out to
her. Brittany, what's up, Brittany? Hot.
Yeah. She lives in Fort Worth, so I've slowly grown a lot more interest in the Fort Worth market.
Oh, okay. Maybe a J-Petal in Fort Worth. What's up?
Coming soon.
Okay. Oh, is that right? Yeah. We got the exclusive.
It's there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on.
Okay, I think if you got a J-Petal in Fort Worth, you guys would be like millionaires.
She would love that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I guess you just spend time with your girlfriend. You mentioned that you worked at 5 Star Nutrition and total. Do you still have time to work out and stuff like that?
I wish I would put it first a lot of times. My girlfriend's actually, she's my accountability buddy. She's always like, hey, you want to go work out over there? And I'm like, this is like my one day to rest.
Right.
But I get maybe 1 or 2 good workouts in a week.
Okay, good. So. Yeah. Well, you could just come to SoCo too over here. And that's where I work out. Look at me. I'm snacking. Look, this is an extra large shirt. Okay. And
I'm still running on youth right now.
Whatever.
I'm sure I'll get a slap in the face before long.
Well, listen, I'm really excited to see what the future of J-Petal is. What is next for you personally? Do you want to continue with J-Petal? Do you have your own personal goals that you have?
Yeah, I honestly, I love J-Petal.
Okay.
There's days where I'm like, what am I doing? But that's just part of the business.
Okay.
And it's really refreshing to know that, I have a part in this and, family's always there. And,
right.
There's obviously, routes that I want to take, to help expand the finances and whatnot.
For sure.
Always continuing to learn to do, certain things or learn new skills and whatnot. So who knows, what the investment could be next outside of just the restaurant business. So just meeting with like-minded people and networking. And, our goal is to franchise this with other partners too,
Oh, okay. Got you.
So,
well, whenever you guys need anything, you can hit the public affair, right?
Let's go.
Okay. I'm not very family friendly orientated.
Maybe a new sponsor?
I'm down. Yes. But we'll talk about it after the show.
It's going down.
Because I have some ideas. I would love that. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you being on the show. And I really appreciate, and I can't wait to see J-Petal do its thing and grow further. And I'm actually really excited to go get some J-Petal for dinner tonight because it's made me very hungry for J-Petal, even though I had it yesterday for lunch, but still, who cares? Okay. It's one of those things that you can have every day and not get tired of. I'm being dead serious.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you eat there every day.
I do.
You do.
I do. Maybe that's how I can maintain.
Proteins, right? Proteins. Well, JR, thank you so much for coming on to the public affair. I'm really excited that you were finally able to come. Best wishes to you and your family, and of course your hot girlfriend Brittany. Brittany is her name. Okay, I don't want to mess up her name because I did that before, and so we had to edit that. And so, best of luck to you guys. To everybody who watched this episode of the public affair, please make sure you go check out J-Petal, located on University Parks Drive and Hewitt Drive. They have an array of different types of protein bowls and or poke bowls.
Okay.
That's what they're called. Not protein bowls, poke bowls. And crepes.
Crepes. We're all over the place, but
yeah.
Anybody that walks through the doors, we will find you something that
you know what we should do for this episode? Why don't we do a contest and give away some free J-Petal? I'll pay for it. Yeah. No, the public affair. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do a contest for this episode. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do the contest just yet. We'll talk about that later. But somebody will have the chance to enter and win a free bowl at J-Petal on the public affair, of course. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. I'm really excited for you guys again, and you guys have got to go check out J-Petal. Thank you again for watching this episode of the public affair. Before we go, I definitely want to give a shout out to a couple more of our sponsors. Of course, the Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic and Ariana Gutierrez. They're located on Franklin Drive. They offer team, small group, and individual skill training, and they also have open play on Friday nights, and they specialize in soccer training as well for you or your children, and fitness training with Dominic Gutierrez, Isaac, and London Carrillo. They made me look like a whole entire snack on the public affair. You should watch my old episodes and then watch like this episode. It's like ridiculous. They've cut my weight in complete half, and I love it so much. To Soko Soccer Academy, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of the public affair. And of course, the Fat Boy Michelada and Botana with my boy Junior Banda. He provides the best micheladas and botana plates for yourself or for a party. If you've never had that before, I'm gonna bring you some. They're locally operated. Make sure you get the best and not the rest. They also have a wonderful display of different menu items that they're offering now. So make sure you check them out on Facebook at Fatboy Micheladas y Botana. Junior Banda, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. To everybody who watched the public affair, to everybody who supports this, thank you again for bringing me to over 1,000 subscribers of the public affair. This community has been nothing but great to me. I hope you guys will do the same for J-Petal. JR, thank you so much again for coming on to this episode of the public affair. I didn't get drunk. It was only one glass of wine.
Hey, it was an honor. It was an honor.
I had a snack on the show, so I'm sorry. Okay, I've had anyway. And don't forget, darling, to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.